Please. Ayush Bandhani.
Yes, sir.
ये पूरा नाम कैसे लिखते हैं?
It's Ayush Bandhani, sir.
Bandhani.
Yes,
You belong to Uttarakhand?
yes,
Which is?
Uttarakhand.
And you have done your studies there?
Sir, in Dehradun, I have done my schooling from Jawaharlal Navodaya Vidyalaya, Uttarakhand, and then after that I did my college from DBS PG College, Dehradun. And I have done my master's from the correspondence from the IGNOU.
That means you are also teaching somewhere.
No, sir, I'm not teaching somewhere. I do give tuitions, but it's not about political science. It's for small classes.
क्या और आप PCS के लिए पढ़ते हैं?
Yes, sir.
इसके अलावा भी आपने कोई परीक्षा दी है?
Yes, sir. I have also applied for the PCS exam held before this, but I was not able to clear prelims.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But when did you clear your MA? When did you pass out through MA?
Sir, I have done MA in 2020.
21. So it's almost 4 years you have been doing
Yes,
freelancing. I believe.
yes, sir.
Now, as regards Uttarakhand, these days something called the voter revision, road revision is going on.
Yes, sir.
Who is supposed to be doing it and how are they doing it? Have you come across any such case? How are they doing it?
Sir, are you referring to the SIR?
Yes.
Yes, sir. SIRs is primarily done by the BLOs locally, and SDM is appointed as the roll officer, electoral roll officer.
Something unique about it, or I mean, it has never been done before. Anything like that?
Sir, it's process that has been done before also. There are different kinds of revisions like special revisions and special intensive revisions and regular revisions. It has been done before also. So it is supposed to correct the electoral roll. Like if there are few towns that are supposed to be deleted or included. For that reason, sir, it is being done.
In Uttarakhand,
Yes, sir.
there are 2 units which were very big and they have shut down. Are you aware about that? One was in Rishikesh and another one was near Dehradun.
Sorry, sir.
One was IDP and another one was HMT factory. Now, suppose the HMT factory is shut down and that place is vacant. Vacant means it's not being used by anybody. So, as a person in the Uttarakhand government, what could be the possible uses of that?
So we can use it for. We can definitely use it for the disaster when disaster preparedness, or when there is. We can use it as a shelter home in events of when there is disaster in Uttarakhand.
It's a factory. It was a factory with house and first thing you will see how much is the area. Okay, let us say the area is how much? 50 acres. Let's say. So what will you use it for? Or what it can be used for?
So it can be used to develop a college or school. College or school can be developed.
Is there already colleges there? Let's say Rishikesh, IDPL is vacant. What do you do with that? Government has got land. Government needs land for something. What should that something be?
I can't think of anything.
Where is the High Court of Uttarakhand?
It's situated in Nainital.
Any thing you have heard about it that should be shifted or which is required to be shifted? Anything about it?
So I'm not able to recall.
In Constitution के बारे में पता है?
Yes, sir.
So how many members are there in Rajya Sabha?
In Rajya Sabha there are 245 members.
So all the members have got same powers, but there are different powers in different roles.
So in terms of voting, there are few nominated members, few elected members.
How many?
I think 12 nominated members.
So voting.
So in voting
for what?
Yes, when there is an election for president. So in president elections, the nominated members are not do not have the powers as such as the elected.
And for others, for finance bills,
So in terms of others, there is equal power in.
vice president's election.
Sir, in vice president's election, there is equal power for both the nominated and elected.
Then this in Uttarakhand, now government is saying that Uttarakhand will have tourism. Uttarakhand has tourism potential for whole of the year. So, what type of potential do you see in Uttarakhand, particularly in the villages which are now deserted or where the palayan is impact? And how what you can do as a state officer?
Sir, it is also a policy of the government has been working on it, that the ghost villages that are there and the houses which are vacant due to the migration, they can be used as homestays for tourism purposes. So it can also.
So what are the schemes to promote it? Suppose I have got a house which I do not occupy, then government cannot tell me that go there and but there should be some incentive schemes for me. I should be able to earn. People should come there. So what government is doing?
Sir, government is already, there is already a scheme. I'm not able to recall the name right now, but it's for the homestays and subsidies are provided under it for if you set up this homestays, then subsidies are provided by the government.
And this winter tourism and
Yes.
whole year tourism, what are those schemes?
So, winter tourism, like there are seasonal tourism is already there in Uttarakhand. So, in order to develop tourism in winter also, there are few destinations like there are weddings are also being put up as the wedding destinations in winter and other seasons.
So government is giving some incentive for developing places for wedding destinations.
Sir, I'm not aware of exactly.
What about this? Do we have in this state some scope for cinema, filmmaking, or say software development companies coming here? What do you think?
Sir, in terms of film industry, film policy is already there from the Uttarakhand government. It was launched in 2021, and under that policy, there are incentives if outsiders are coming here to shoot, and it creates business for the local people and the local community also.
How Uttarakhand is facing this natural disasters so frequently? And, what government is doing or the state is doing for averting such disasters or controlling them?
So disasters has been a long-standing problem of Uttarakhand, which is in every rainy season or every monsoon, disasters are there, and government has already.
Why so many disasters in Uttarakhand?
So I think the primary reason, the topography of the Uttarakhand, like the geographical location we have, it is also because because we are a mountainous region mostly, so because of that, and it is also because of the rampant development that is happening. So few issues are there that we need to address.
Okay. So you said that your hobby is teaching. Yes. What do you mean by teaching? Can you explain?
Teaching, sir, I like to simplify the complex topics, and so I like to make the other person understand it in a simple way.
Why? Why do you want to teach? Basically, why do you want to teach?
Sir, I think the core behind that is because when you make someone understand something, you yourself get an insight every time that when you explain a complex topic, then you yourself understand it better.
So you said hobby. Okay, hobby means by trying to teach somebody, it's a selfish design. By teaching somebody, you're trying to understand things yourself. It's not a hobby. Then it's a kind of a give and take. You're trying to take something from somebody. Hobby means you do something for your own joy. But in this case, what you're saying is, I teach because I want to clear things myself. Isn't it a selfish design?
No, sir, I would like to respectfully disagree. What I meant was it is one of the primary reasons, but apart from that also, if I'm able to help somebody by explaining something, that also gives me joy and happiness.
It gives you pleasure to teach somebody. And what kind of people you would like to teach?
So right now, like there are few children in my colony that it's like they come to my house and I teach them. They are in like 6th, 7th, and 8th class.
Wouldn't it be a good idea if you say that, teaching helps, I want to help people by teaching them so that they can rise in life? Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir. That is also true, but I think a hobby should also give you some kind of joy or satisfaction.
Good. That means it's a hobby, but at the same time you want to uplift somebody.
Yes.
In life also, that's a very good, noble idea.
Yes.
And what do you think that as a teacher, what is the best thing, ability a teacher should have?
So, like I said, he should be a good communicator, and he should be able to make the other person understand complex ideas in simple words.
Simple word. There's communications. The teacher should have a very good communication skill.
Yes.
What is that skill you have in you? That communication skill. What do you believe that I have this skill because I can? That's my communication skill. What is that? Can you point it out to me?
So I believe if you can get into the like if I'm teaching somebody, if you can get into their shoes and try to understand from their perspective that what are the topics that they would feel difficult to understand and comprehend, then you can easily come up with the things that you can.
Can you give me one example where you could do this? Suppose you're teaching class 8 boy about taking out the area of a triangle. Okay. So you are from political science, you do not know much about mathematics yourself. Okay. But in that case, he asks you that please tell me how to calculate the area of a triangle. How would you do that?
So I would first tell him what a triangle is. He will decide with that if he doesn't know that already. Then I will tell him the simple mathematical formula that is used to do it, and then I will tell him which one is the base and which one is the height of the triangle and how to determine that. And then I would tell him the application of that formula, how we can use it to.
Okay. That means you want to bring his level of knowledge to a certain level.
Yes.
Then you try to explain to him. So that's how you want to go about it. So that means communication means to make the people understand, and you have that ability with you. Okay. So there's a related question there. Why is it important to do that?
It is important because we need to be careful about the natural resources, and they are limited in nature. So we should only use as much as we need.
As much as we need.
Yes.
There's natural resources. Water is a very important thing.
Yes.
Is water important for Uttarakhand? It's a very rainy area. There's a lot of water around.
Yes.
Is it still important?
Yes, sir. It's still important.
Why?
Because even though we are a rain-fed area most of the time of the year, but still our cities are facing water issues. So in terms of that, because we have not been able to gauge that advanced, got this positive that we have of the being a water-fed state. So we need to use it carefully.
Suppose you go to government of India. Okay, government of India, and then you are representing a state. There's a meeting regarding water resources, water. There's huge meeting, and you want to promote the idea of water conservation in Uttarakhand. What is the idea you would give them? That why is it important for the government of India to invest in water conservation in Uttarakhand? Somebody might say that there's a lot of rain in there. You have got snow, you have got big rivers. Why do you need to conserve water? What is one thing which you would like to convince the government of India that is important for you to invest in Uttarakhand for water conservation? What would that one big idea be from your point of view as a representative of the state?
Sir, I believe more than the idea, data speaks for itself. So I will try to collect that kind of data that clearly shows that Uttarakhand is facing a water crisis. And I would put that data forward in terms of that, how we are suffering from a water crisis and how our cities are suffering. So I think that would put my point across.
If I were the Secretary Government of India, I would totally disagree with you, because there are states like Rajasthan or maybe some southern states have gone dark. There's a lot of water crisis there. I would rather put my Government of India's money in those states than in place like Uttarakhand. I would disagree with you. What would you say to them?
Sir, I will try my best to convince. I will try my best to convince with the data and with.
You have to give some arguments.
Yes.
Very best to convince.
Okay. We own a big responsibility as a state to the rest of the country, because 3 or 4 rivers, main rivers, Yamuna,
Yes, sir.
they are the main water sources of the Gangetic plains. If something was to go wrong with the forest and this thing of Uttarakhand, the entire Gangetic plain would go dry. It's a big responsibility for the state of Uttarakhand to conserve water so that the water is available in the rest of the country for the year. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Your posture is good. I like your posture. The things are good. You said the communication skill, good. So that's all for me. Thank you so much. Sir.
Relax. You should also look at others while answering the question. Yes. Right? You have been talking to him very well. Perfectly okay. But sometimes you should look at the others.
शुरू में आए तो तीनों को टफ देखा, उसके बाद जो
Sir, actually, it's my first ever interview.
नहीं, इसीलिए बता रहे हैं। और एक चीज मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, हालांकि हमने एक आधी सवाल पूछा था, अगर आपसे हिंदी में पूछा जाएगा तो आप जवाब भी हिंदी में ही दे सकते। ये बड़ा गलत हो जाता है। अगर पूछने वाला व्यक्ति आपसे हिंदी में पूछा है तो आप जवाब भी हिंदी में दें। इंग्लिश में ठीक है। और अगर आप उत्तराखंड में आस पास हैं, उत्तराखंड इज बेसिकली वर्किंग इन हिंदी। Knowledge of English is perfect, no problem. But then if there is even a iota of a thing that he does not know Hindi, तो आपके माइनस हो जाएगा ना पॉइंट।
अच्छा, आपके आंसर सॉरी
नहीं, एक चीज और बता दूं, थोड़ा सा उत्तराखंड की जो इश्यूज आपसे पूछे थे, ये आप पूछा करिए, क्योंकि दीज आर बर्निंग इश्यूज। आईडीपीएल लैंड का क्या होगा, एचएमटी लैंड का क्या होगा, ये सब चीजें यहाँ बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है। कोर्ट को शिफ्ट करने की बात हुई थी, हल्द्वानी में बनना था, वो सब आपको पता होना चाहिए। These are all important issues.
And don't be afraid to give an outlandish solution for something. Like, for example, you said that IDPL, I would like to do this. Okay. And if you say that I would like to manage a disaster-prone zone there, you stand by it. Don't say, no, there's nothing. You stand by this. No, I'm going to do that. I will do it. I'll see to it that there this thing. You stand by your answer.
पर उसके
उसके बाद
आपका 7 पॉइंट्स
You stand by it. Don't get swayed. You stand by Rajun. I'm to stay firm. I'm going to do it. This is my belief that I'm going to do it only. If you say you, आपने कहा हॉबी नहीं, लेकिन हॉबी का मतलब होता है कि इसके बारे में आपको इतना पैशन है। हॉबी जैसे मान लीजिए मैंने पूछा कि आपका टीचिंग हॉबी है, तो आप वर्ल्ड में सबसे अच्छा जो टीचर है किसको मानते हैं? इंडिया में किसको मानते हैं? आप बताइए, इंडिया में किसको मानते हैं?
सर, विकास देवी करती है। विकास देवी करती सर, हम
कोचिंग
नहीं, कोचिंग चाणक्य सुने, चाणक्य
was the best teacher.
चाणक्य क्या?
Bhagwan Krishna was the best teacher. Vivekananda was the best teacher. Then Radhakrishnan. Then आपके अब्दुल कलाम एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम। टीचर बेस्ट टीचर कौन है जो आपकी लाइफ को टच करे?
See, that the best teacher for me is a teacher from my primary school. Science teacher, okay? And then why do you want? Because he taught me this thing in life, how to progress in life, what are the different steps I can take. I believe he's the best teacher for me, and that's why I want to emulate him. Not Chanakya, somebody I've read about, but the person who was there with me in my class, he was teaching me. He was my idol. That's why I took hobby as my teaching. But if you say teaching, then you must know everything about teaching. Okay, which are the classic kind of teaching, innovation, what are the innovation, latest innovations, what are the kinds of, teaching means, what are the things you should do about teaching? What is happening in the teaching line? What is the innovation you did? These things should be done. So hobby means you should do everything. Like example, you might have of cricket. If you're asking about cricket, you know everything about cricket. How it started, where it started, which are the score, everything. You know, some of the people like Goa. What is Ramachandra Goa? His hobby is cricket. If you ask him anything about cricket, he'll tell you the score of a particular match also. That means that's a level of passion. That means teaching, if you are always teaching, then you must to know everything about teaching.
Sincere, who have got its facts right, and then willing to learn. ये तीन चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट। अगर आप फैक्ट्स नहीं जानते तो आप ऐसे किसी काम, विलिंग टू लर्न नहीं है तो भी ठीक नहीं है, क्योंकि आपको 30 साल नौकरी करनी है। तो हर तरह से दीज आर द थिंग व्हिच अ कैंडिडेट शुड बी एबल टू डू। और ज्यादा मेहनत मत करना प्रोजेक्शन के लिए। आंसर जैसे बता रहे पोस्टर ठीक है, आराम से आप जवाब दे रहे हैं, मगर खाली वेग रिप्लाई ठीक है।
सीट